Well, hey there everybody! Welcome to Will's World. My name is Will, and this is my world. Today marks episode 50, and for episode 50, I've turned the shaders on. Look at that beautiful water. Look at Pest's amazing castle in the sky, and look at the glory that is my world. Today marks the 20th episode since I started in this new world, this new Minecraft seed. I started fresh because I wanted to have a world that I could come and visit even when I wasn't at home. So this world exists on a server that I host at work. Don't tell anyone. But for today's episode, we're going to take a look back at everything that we've managed to accomplish in just 20 episodes. So, without any further ado, let's hop into my head and let's get this world tour started. Alright, so here we are out on the dock. Out on the dock of the bay. I knew when I came into this world that I was going to want to make this town into some kind of a big harbor town, and so this was always in my mind. This was something I really wanted to do. We have not yet populated this dock with ships, and we've not yet populated it with little dock houses. That is all forthcoming. But I think, for now, this is a pretty darn good start. We have our lighthouse and our little lighthouse house attached to it, a little shack. One of the villagers that I set free has actually gone and made himself a home here in this lighthouse shack. And you can see him. There he is, this little fisherman guy. He lives in this house. He lives in this beautiful little lighthouse, and thank Bob he is still alive. And kicking. And he'll come back here and he'll harvest the potatoes that Midas has planted. Again, Midas living in that beautiful little mushroom zone over there. Hey, buddy! I hope you like your home. I mean, you must, because you're still alive, right? But anyway, this is the dock. This would be where people would enter the town from faraway lands. This is where I always envisioned these settlers came in first. They landed here and they decided to build this town. And when you enter this town from the harbor, from the docks, you are greeted with this beautiful gatehouse sitting right here, connected with the wall. You can see there's a bell up there to warn of incoming enemies. But we have this beautiful wall that encircles the entire village. And if we walk underneath here, you can see the lovely portcullis guarding the town. And we enter town through the gates. And it's absolutely beautiful. One of the things I definitely want to show you, and you can hear, there are villagers living up in this gatehouse now. Just some of the villagers that I set free, they decided to go in, and I found them both. They were huddled around this trap door at the top of the ladder. They were just stuck, so I just went up there, opened the trap door, and look, there's one now. Hey, fisherman, you liking your little gatehouse here? I know you are. I know you are. There are beds up here for them to sleep in. It's a beautiful little place for them to stay. And it makes sense. This gatehouse needs to be guarded. So we've got swords, and we've got armor stands, and we've got armor racks in here ready to go. Now I will say, I built a special little area right up here as you come into town. It's directly to the right. The spawn point, when you first spawn into this world, is actually up here on this black square of carpet. So anybody new joining the server, they're going to spawn in right here in this little gated area. And they get welcomed to these signs. Welcome to Will's World, aka the Kismet server, because we are playing on the server, again, at work. Don't tell anyone. This is a spawn village. Don't build inside the walls, please. I had to do that just because I wanted to make sure that I could make this village exactly what I wanted to make it. So Everybody on the server is free to build outside the walls wherever they want, whatever they want, but I am also recording on here. This is Will's world, and I'm going to make it an entire world. The Welcome Center has food and other items for free. Feel free to trade with the villagers, but don't let them escape. Close fence gates at all times. And if we come down here, the last little bit is have fun and don't grief. Love, Will. So that is your first experience in this town as you spawn into my world. If you come over here, you'll notice this beautiful pond, and there's a pig in a boat. And that is Mayor McBoatpig. I don't know how he got there, but he's been there for a long, long time now, and we decided to name him. He is the unofficial mayor of our village. I love the shaders when it turns nighttime. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're just going to keep rolling here. As you come in, the first building on your left is our fishing shack. Had a whole episode devoted to this. And if you go inside, it's just a lovely little fishing shack. We've got fish hanging up on the walls. It's a shack, so it's lit by torches, and that's fine. But this is where we have our AFK fish farm, and naturally down below is where we store all of our goodies when we go fishing. I haven't done an AFK fishing session in a long, long time, so these chests, they're getting emptier and emptier. I might have to do a fishing session again sometime soon, but I feel like we're doing okay. If we look on the right here, this is the Village Welcome Center. This is a place that when new people join the server, they can come in, and hopefully they see this right here on their right. And it's the Welcome Center. If you come inside, door closes behind you, have a little fence gate there. The villagers were loving this place, so I had to figure out a way to keep them out because they were overpopulating this place. But you can see it's a big open room, lots of barrels. There's lots of just random stuff in these barrels, lots of food, and then there are also points of interest along this wall. This is mostly populated by BT because she is a traveler and she goes out and she finds really neat places in the world and she puts the coordinates on the wall here in case we want to go and explore those points of interest. And then over here we have 6 beds ready to go. There's storage in here if you need it. Anybody join the server, this is your place where you can stay and sleep the night away when you first load in to Will's world. If we continue on, we have our lovely church build over here with our beautiful fountain. There is a little bit of lighting down inside of there. Looking at it now, I think I need to add probably a little bit more. But this beautiful church building and our spooky, spooky little graveyard where we have all of our gravestones and our unemployed villager grave. And here lies Mayor McFancy Pants. He's got the fancy tombstone. It's super nice. He's a made-up mayor, but that's just fine. This whole world is made up. It's made up and beautiful. If we head inside the church, I did put some stuff on these tables. Got some potted plants, and we'll call this a collection plate. Right now there's zombie flesh in there. And if we head inside, we have this beautiful, beautiful church. They have an iron golem patrolling. This guy just spawned in. I guess my clerics got a little bit frightened. We've got 2 over there and 2 over here. My clerics. We can trade zombie flesh with them, and it's awesome. But they're taking a nap now, so we're going to leave the church, and we're going to head along the path this way. And as we head along the path, everything's nice and lit up. I got rid of most of the torch spam. I can see one right there, and that is going to bug me till the day I remove it. But we head up this path, and there's this lovely, quaint little farmhouse here. There are 2 villagers asleep inside that farmhouse, and they have a little plot of land here that they farm. It's potatoes and beets, and they just farm that up and trade amongst themselves, and they live there. But over here we have this massive and amazing Cathedral. It is a library Cathedral. This was one of our first super mega builds, and if we head inside, you can see this is just a super impressive library. And we have librarians occupying the first floor. They don't really have beds, they don't know where to go, so they just kind of, they're full-time workers. They work day and night tirelessly, but we have a free enchanting station here. We've made sure to stock it up with lapis lazuli, and this is supposed to be full of books. It is not right now. I guess people have used them. But there are librarian stations, these little, what are they, pulpits? What are these? Lecterns spread all through the room so they can always replenish their trades. We have a cat here. This is the library cat. Hi, library cat. And then, of course, there is storage all over the place. But that's not all this library has to offer. If we head up this way, we have this lovely spiral staircase. This is mirrored in the other tower as well, but this leads out onto the balcony of the Cathedral. And if we head in here, this is where I keep my special librarians. And they too have an iron golem for added security up here. But over here you can see Harold, and Harold over there, Harold sells Silk Touch, so he's important. He gets his own room. He's got his own lectern in there. He sells Silk Touch. These other rooms are not all populated yet, and I'm trying to cycle these guys out to get better trades. Once I do, they'll get their own names and their own name cards, and it'll be great. But we have one guy at least that sells Silk Touch, and it's not a terrible deal. So let's head on back down. I don't want this video to be 1,000 hours long, so we're trying to explore and showcase as quickly as we can without blowing through just everything. Over here we have a much larger farmhouse. This is a non-redstone village breeder. On the top floor, there are a ton of bunk beds. On the bottom floor, there are a couple more beds. And out here we have 2 farmer workstations. And these guys, when they wake up, they have tons of crops to harvest and trade with each other. There's carrots and there's wheat in there. And so, every time I open these gates and let some villagers out, they start making new villagers. So it just keeps going, and I keep letting them out, and those villagers, they just wander the village, and they find random places to live in. If we head over here, we have to take care of our zombie here real quick. Die, zombie. Thank you for your delicious zombie flesh. If we head over here, this is where it all started. I started this series having mostly built this house. This is my base of operations. Hello, zombie. I'm trying to do a video. If you and your friends would leave me alone, that would be awesome. Thank you. Anyway, so this is my base of operations. This is my starter house. It was originally just that doorway there. It was a 3x6 little Minecraft hut in this Minecraft village that we took over and transformed. So, I made my base of operations, and I made this mini super smelter, which we have improved with instructions on where to put things and how to use it. And then these boxes are just, if you're smelting things and you don't want them, you can just put them in these barrels, and this is just free stuff for anybody to have. Let's go ahead and check out the interior of my house. I added this gate because villagers loved my house, and it was getting way too crowded in here. I only wanted to keep a few villagers in here, so I evicted most of them, and then I put that gate there so more could not come in. I made this lovely little living area. I've got a couch here that doubles as a bed a lot of times. When it's nighttime, I run in here and just go to sleep real quick. It's a very simple living area. Got a little table and some chairs and some books, a little armor stand, and just this is like where I keep some random but kind of rare stuff, right? If we head in here, we have my storage room. This is still the main storage room that I use. Nope. And then it has some overflow out here. I needed some overflow. This used to be just storage space under the stairs, and then I changed it into a basement where we have a cobblestone generator, one of the simplest farms you can make. And then over here, we have a minecart track that leads down into my mines. We've got a minecart in here. The mines are not that impressive. I've got a beacon down there, and it's just a big empty square. But this was something I came up with. And it's a bone meal generator. You just put plant material in this chest up here, and it automatically feeds down through this hopper into this composter, and then the bone meal goes into that chest. So that's something kind of new. Head back up, and the rest hasn't really changed very much. I have Brick the Mason. I have... Who are you? You are Rodrigo, and Rodrigo stays because he has Fortune 3. Because he has Fortune 3. That's why Rodrigo stays. Over here, we have Tim, the tool man. He has some tools. They're not great. Whatever. If we go over here, we've got my bedroom, which I now have an ender chest that I'm keeping all my valuables in. I still keep some valuable stuff in the hidey hole underneath my bed. And then upstairs, we have spare beds, and we have Copernicus, and Copernicus sells infinity and mending, and that is why Copernicus lives in my own personal enchanting room and has his own personal iron golem to keep him safe, just in case. Oh, fence gate. Beautiful morning. If we head over this way, we have my first two quote-unquote animal farms, and they are just sheep and cows. And then we have my other automated animal farm. This is my chicken farm. It is not running right now. Ow. Stupid berry bushes. It is not running right now, but it is an automated chicken farm. When I turn it on, it shoots eggs, and those eggs hit the wall here. And then the chickens are born. And then once the chickens reach the entity cramming limit, they die. And they die on top of a hopper, which feeds these two chests down here that start filling up with feathers, and they fill up with chicken. And then all of the eggs go into this dropper that goes into a water stream that feeds the dispenser right there that when I turn it on shoots eggs. Right over here, we have our well. This is our permanent water source for the village. It's beautiful. It has plant life growing in it now, but I love this well. Now, guys, I'm going to have to take a short little break. You can't hear it, but there's a phone ringing, so... Unfortunately, we're going to pause the world tour here, and I will be back in a flash. Okay, guys, I am back. And as we head up this path away from our lovely, lovely starter house, we're going to head up this way, and you'll notice that originally this path just went this way, but recently I cut a path over this way because I added gates on all the cardinal directions of the village. So this would be the east gate. And you might notice this is new. Next to the east gate, I have built a stables, and I have my own personal horse, Sir Reginald Roadapples II. I had a Roadapples already, and he unfortunately died. So this is Reginald Roadapples II, and he has a lovely home now, and hopefully this keeps him safe for the time being. And I have 4 stalls in here. There are lead ropes on the walls. There's hay down here to feed the horses. It's beautiful. And then if we head inside this little area here, we can go up above the stables, and I made this little apartment. It's got a tiny little kitchen here, a lead rope, a painting, and a lantern on the wall. There's some storage above the sink and the stove. We've got our little table over here, a couple of chairs, and an armor stand. And then if we head over this way, we have a tiny little bedroom, and you can see out onto the village from here. More storage up on a shelf above the bed. There's a painting up there. It's a beautiful little apartment above the stables, so if a villager wants to, he can claim this as his own, and he'll be my little stable guy. Naturally, as we come into the village, we have some more houses. You've seen this cottage. I won't go on the inside of that one. And you've seen the hobbit hole. I won't go inside of that one. But this road keeps going now, and we have another little house right over here. I think it is also beautiful. Come on in, wipe your feet on the feet mat / crafting table. We've got a little table and chair here. We've got a closet right here with a chest. There's some shelving above, all functional. He's got his little kitchen and his sink. Little shelf here with some potted plants. And then a little bedroom with a curtain and a little closet in here as well. There's a stair block there, and a chest sits on top of it. And I think it's a gorgeous little house. I love making these little houses. Of course, it's got a chimney as well. If we continue down this path, there's this lovely little house tucked in the back corner here. It would be like a more expensive type house. This one's made out of stone brick. Has a stone floor. If we go inside, we've got this little entryway. Beautiful. His kitchen and eating area. This sink has a faucet. So indoor plumbing in this house. Also chimney. If we head in here, we have a lovely little storage system under the stairs. And if we head up the stairs, he's got his bedroom up here. Little bit of storage, little bit of books, his bed, lots of paintings. It's a beautiful little home for any old villager to claim as his own if they want. I'm getting lost in this tiny house. Where am I going? Okay, this is the kitchen. This is the entry hall, and this is the way out. Beautiful. So, if we head back down the path, back towards towards my house, excuse me, we can head this way now. And on the right side of the road, we have our cartography hut. And the cartography hut is one of my favorite buildings. It's a really big building. And there is a cartographer, and he lives upstairs. But one of the reasons I love this building so much is that this building houses our maps. And as you can see, the town looks awesome. This looks like a full-on town. And this map is shifted a little bit further. I want to say that is north. And then this one's shifted a little further south. And so you can see, you've got BT's beautiful village going on back here, but this is ours right here. And it's really coming into its own. If we head upstairs, we can catch our cartographer taking a nap. There were two in here. I don't know how the other one died, considering they have an iron golem of their own to protect them, but I did lose one. If we head downstairs, this is just storage, and if we look in these barrels and chests over here, those are empty, but I'm storing paper in here. Oop, didn't want to do that. There we go. Storing paper in those chests because that's what I like to trade with my cartographers to get emeralds, because they have pretty decent paper trades. Heading back outside, this is our clothier. Or clothier. I don't know how to pronounce that word. But if we head inside, he's got his loom, his workstation, and upstairs is his little apartment. And you can see he's tucked in and sleeping, and everything is great. Heading back outside, we're going to head back down the road a little bit, and we have our archers, our Fletcher's hut. He's got a cat for his protection. If we head inside to the Fletcher's house, pretty sure there was a skeleton shooting at me out there, but he's lost interest. This is where he sells all of his stuff. This is his workstation. I have bows and crossbows and more bows, and I've got string. Sometimes I keep feathers in here so that I can sell the feathers to our Fletcher, who is nowhere to be found right now. Oh my god, did Robin die? Robin, where are you? Oh man. Robin must have died. How did Robin die? Well, that's terribly sad. Darn it, I'm going to have to populate this place again. It'll be Robin the Third, because I've lost 2 other Robins already. But anyway, archery range out back with armor stands and mob heads on the armor stand, so you can pick up a bow and have some target practice. Gosh darn it, I can't believe I lost another Robin. He is the most prone to death villager in this town. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you like that? There you go. You're dead. Over here we have our sugarcane farm. It is still the tallest building in the village. If we head on inside, you can see now I have bamboo on the bottom levels. And I gotta tell you, bamboo grows like crazy. It's insane how much bamboo this thing generates with just the bamboo on the bottom 2 levels. The top 2 are still sugarcane, so it's still producing sugarcane, albeit a bit slower. If we head over this way, the path wraps back around. That's the back of the cartography house. This is where we collect our goods, and you can see this is just chock full of stuff. I had to add barrels down here to put extra in because this just fills up so quickly. This fills up. I am going to have to cut out the bamboo, I think. Over here we have our beautiful blacksmith build. I love this build. I threw a blast furnace in here because there were 2 villagers, and I didn't just want 2 more toolsmiths. So they also have an iron golem. Now we have Reginald, who is an expert toolsmith, and I hope where is he? Where's your buddy? What the heck? Oh, there he is, Arnold! Arnold the armor smith. Okay, you're still alive. Good. You guys need to go to bed. Why are you not sleeping? What if I do something like this, huh? There we go. 2 fresh beds in there. Get in there. Crazy pants, go to sleep. Anyway, so we have Arnold and Reginald, our toolsmith and our armor smith. Ow. Oh, there's another. I can shoot too. Yeah. I don't know where I picked up this enchanted bow. I'm going to have to go back and look. I think one of the skeletons I killed had a... That is a crazy bow for a skeleton to drop. Anyway, this is our north or south. Okay, if that's east, this is our south gate. South gate has 2 massive towers. And if we go out the south gate, it also has a portcullis. But if we go out the south gate, you can see BT has her beautiful witch's hut built out here. She has a herd of dogs and cats. They're everywhere, and I'm getting shot again. Goodness gracious. But yeah, she has this lovely witch's hut. She's a brewer extraordinaire. I love her to death. She's also the most traveling of our current denizens on the server. So BT is awesome. I love her. She's the best. If you come in the south gate, right here what we have is a jail or guardhouse. If we come into the jail, We have the warden's office, which is very sparse. It's just a desk and a chair and a couple of armor stands. We have all of these jail cells spread throughout, obviously. If we head upstairs, however, this is the guardhouse, and I've got bunks prepared. I hope to get some villagers in here, and I want to put some mobs, like zombies and skeletons, in those jails down there. That'll be a fun thing to do later to make this place feel even more alive. If you come out onto the balcony of the jailhouse, the balcony connects up with the walls of the village, and you can see that all of the walls are connected. This is one of the big towers, so we've got storage, and if we go up one level, it leads out onto the wall that connects with more of the wall. And if we go all the way up, well, now we're up in the tower now. Oh, one thing. On this balcony over here on the south gate, there's another bell. That way we are sure to have coverage over the whole village. I can ring a bell in 3 places in the village. One in the north gate, one in the south gate, and one in the church, and that tells all the villagers to get to their homes, get to their beds, lock up, and be safe. If we come down this corner tower here, we're now on the west side of the village, and we have a lovely west gatehouse. And we're just going to come down the ladder here and fall. And on the west side of town, we have the actual mason's house. This is his house. This is our mason's house, and it's a much nicer house. I tried to make it as stony as possible. He has a couple of foxes that live with him in this back area where he's got a spruce farm. But if we head upstairs, I know I heard him. There he is. This is Stone the Mason. Get it? Because he's a mason, his name is Stone. All of the names are either puns or just names that I think are funny. Over here we have Leopold the Leatherworker. I built this house off camera, didn't even do an episode on it. So let's check it out now as a zombie is punching me. Die, zombie. Die. Thank you for your experience. So you can see he's got this little back porch area. His house has a very barn-shaped roof, and there was a reason for that. And he has a lovely porch. He's got a little rocking chair out here on his porch. But this is Leopold the Leatherworker's house. If we go in, oh, it does have a pressure plate. If we go in, he's got a lovely kitchen with a big fire or a big stove chimney going on here. Got a storage up there, a little table, little eatery. He, of course, has storage under his stairs. If we go out this way, though, we've got a lamppost and a storage closet, and we have this little sheet covering up the back porch door. And this is his back porch. This is where he does all of his leatherworking. Hey, buddy. Hey, Leopold. I still need to trade a lot more with him, but he's got some sales. He's got some sales. But yeah, this is where he works. This is his work area. And I did the roof out of trapdoors, and I think it's a really neat look. I really enjoyed this build. If we head upstairs, we can check out his apartment that he was just in. And it's kind of Spartan, but he's got right above the stove, he's got a fireplace. This chimney is a dual-purpose chimney. So fireplace up here with his bed. I think he likes this house. I haven't heard any complaints yet. No complaints out of Leopold. I think he likes his house. This is one that we did do on camera, and I think this might be the last... No, it's not. It's not. There's one more building. There's one more building. This is the Weaponsmith. So if we head on inside... There he is, Salazar the Swordsmith, because he mostly sells swords. And he sells a Silk Touch axe. I don't know why you would want one, but I don't know. He also sells a bell, which is very handy because I needed more bells. But this is what he's got for sale. I love Salazar. I love his eye patch. It's awesome. He's got a shop / workstation up here. He's got his grindstone ready to go. He also has storage under his stairs. Back here, he's got his kitchen and eating area, and back here, he's just got a nice little back little garden, little sitting area. He can come and relax and enjoy some of the nature. You know, it's just a nice little feature for his house, and I think he likes it. I think he likes his house. But that's Salazar the swordsmith. You can see I fixed the roof up there. I like it a lot better now. Anyway, there's one more building to show that I built again off camera. But if we head over here, you'll notice this path that comes back and behind the... What? No. No. I'm doing something. Come on, really? I'm trying to talk to my buddies. Look at this. Look at this massive building that I forgot to put a lamp on. Oh my god. Guys, I wanted this village to be absolutely... Look at this. I've got an arrow where nobody wants an arrow. There it goes. Knocked it off. Anyway, I really tried to make this village 100% ready, and I forget a lantern. What is wrong with me? Anyway, we needed something to try to fill up some more room in the village, and one thing that Pest actually recommended episodes ago was this building. And I went expensive on this building. You can see these are stripped logs, and I made this like a log cabin, like a log tavern. So you can see the logs sticking out, and they're stripped on the inside, but where the logs poke out, they're not stripped. And I think it's a really neat look. So if we head inside this building, this is our trophy hall. This is where we go to display our trophies, and as you can see in the middle on this big pedestal is a dragon egg, and this pedestal I made out of materials that I gathered from the end, so it's end brick and end stone, and the dragon egg sits on the center pillar, proudly displayed. Over here we have our wither skull from when we collectively killed the wither. There are more armor stands that are still empty, waiting to be filled up. But as you can see, I've got banners from village raids where we have defended the village. We've got these beams going across this lovely chandelier up in the ceiling. And over here we have various zombie heads. We have a drowned. We have a blaze. We have a spider head. BT actually got me that one. We have a Vex head. The Vex I got on that mansion mission where I kind of had a mini panic attack with all the Vexes. We have a pillager head. This is our trophy hall, and the hope is to get item frames. So we're going to fill this up with more trophies as we go on more and more adventures. But yeah, that's our trophy hall. And with the trophy hall, look at that roof. Isn't that lovely? With the trophy hall, I believe, oh, can't get around that way. I believe this village is done. For these empty spots in the village, I've planted spruce trees and I've bone mealed the heck out of it. There are shrubs. If you wander about, I tried to fix the lighting issues. Like I said, I tried to get rid of the torch spam. And so what I did, this is a classic Minecraft trick. There's a torch 2 blocks down and a leaf block above it. And that kind of hides lighting randomly in the ground where it's supposed to be just, you know, it's just, there's that torch. It's just the wild parts of town. Yeah, get rid of you guys. We don't need you anymore. Because there are random places where torches are hidden under the ground, like right there. And it helps light up the town and keep the mobs from attacking or spawning in the village. Obviously, it's not 100% foolproof. I need to hide more lighting throughout the town, but that's a minor detail. For the most part, I think this village is looking pretty awesome. I think we're doing a really good job, and I'm super excited to actually get out and explore the rest of the world and start some settlements in some new biomes, some new areas of the world. Ooh, I just had a thought while I'm talking to you. Let's head this way. So the plans going forward. Obviously, this village could still use a little bit of work. Can I open this in this view? There we go. How do I... There we go. Open door. Thank you. Let's head upstairs. You know, in this view, it's actually kind of difficult. Oh, now you're looking at me. Alright, so, anyway, plans. I want to explore more. There's obviously more that we can do to this village, and I will do more to this village, but maybe that'll be an off-camera type thing, and I'll just show you once it's done. Also, chickens live up here. Hello, chickens. But this is going to provide a pretty awesome view, I think, if I can parkour even remotely well. Obviously, we've got our nether hub out there, but I feel like I just showed that in the last episode, so we don't need to look at that. The nether hub within the nether needs to be worked on still. There is work being done, but it's all grindy work. It's all grindy work, clearing things out. You can see there's a beacon shining up over there. There's a mine that I've started over there that I think will be kind of cool. But I'm rambling, and I want to get to a good spot here. So, plans for the future. We have to find an end city. That'll be an adventure episode with me and my friends. We're going to go out and we're going to find an end city, and we're going to get some elytra to make traveling much, much easier. Check out Pest's floating castle in the sky. I'm going to leave it there for a second so you can look at that. The next thing that I want to do building-wise is I want to get to a new biome, and I'm heavily thinking desert biome because I want to do some new styles of building. I love this style. This style is kind of like my forte. This is where I live. This is why I really was happy when I came into this world and found this spruce forest and found this spruce village right off the bat. I knew this was going to be a good thing because this is my style right here. So super lucky, but I do want to branch out and I want to build in different styles. So that's what we're going to do. So anyway, guys, we're going to cut it here. I hope you've enjoyed this little world tour episode. This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed working on this village and taking you guys along with me for the ride. Don't worry, there's definitely more to come as the sun sets in the west over the beautiful, beautiful water. Oh my goodness, I love the way this town looks at night with the shaders on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you here. I hope this has been intelligible. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. Give me a thumbs up. Help me out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see in the future. Give me ideas. I love hearing from you guys. Please leave comments and let me know how you think I'm doing. Let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see more redstone stuff? I've kind of got a hankering for some redstone stuff too. But further than liking and commenting, if you really love this video, what would really help me out is you share this channel with your friends and subscribed. Please subscribe and hit that bell for the notifications. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I have been Will. This has been Will's World. You be excellent to each other, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys. Bye.